Thank you for tuning in to Single, Celibate, and Unemployed. And I'm your host, Lacien Safari. Today's topic is, this is why you're single. So basically, some of you know why I'm single. So I'm gonna tell you why possibly you're single. So stay tuned. Some of you are single because you don't take care of your health, mental health, physical health. Like you are waiting for some person to come along and probably motivate you. Or I'm waiting for this person to encourage me. Take care of your health. Get to working out. Get to eating right. Get to the point where you are developing you into the person you want to be. And not depend on someone to come into your life to come transform you or change you into somebody that you think you should be. Because it's so funny, because I was watching someone and I remember she was dating this lady on Instagram, and I was watching and she was telling her story, and she's like, oh, I was in a relationship. She was a little overweight, and then she's like, my boyfriend said I would be a 10 if I lost some weight. And so that's where I guess her boyfriend ended up cheating, and she ended up leaving him. But then she did like the whole revenge body, and she's like, oh, I started going to the gym to lose weight, to get back at him, to realize what he missed. It just comes to a point where we're waiting for this negativity to come, then we're like, yes, now I'm empowered to go take on something. Now I see this woman, she's in great shape, she looks awesome, but it's just the fact that learn how to harness that without somebody dragging you through the mud. So it's not that she's any less, it's more like, not about her size, it's like, wow, she looks healthy, she looks happy, she's taking care of her mental health. And the most weight she dropped was the guy. So it's not about losing the physical weight sometimes. Drop weight of people that's attached to you. That is dead weight that is taking you nowhere. And some of you have kids, and you think your kids are the reason why you're single. There's men out there that's not perverts, that actually would not mind loving your child and loving you. Because again, you are a package deal. You don't have to sacrifice, oh, I have to keep the man and throw away the kid, or keep the kid and throw away the man. How about there's a possibility that you can have both? And you're worth someone committing to you for a lifetime. Some of you are single because you have low self-esteem, and you don't think you can get this, you don't think you can get that. And as a man thinketh, so is he. So if you don't think you can get it, you're right. If you think you can get it, you're right. You're preoccupied with life. You don't have a job, I don't go outside, I don't have this. But one thing you actually have that people undermine so many times, you have time. Yeah. Start online dating. Get to know people. Yeah, it's becoming the norm. And modify your profile to the point where you want to attract somebody of quality and not just another booty call. Even those get old and tired after a while. Booty sags. So, some of you are still single because you're dealing with friends with benefits, but you're still looking for a relationship. And I understand people are just like, well, if you go to the store, you don't go to the store naked. You have clothes on and you have shoes on while you buy shoes. So why not be in a relationship while you're looking for a relationship? The issue with that is you're wasting your time. Because with that time you could have spent building yourself, building your self-worth, focusing on something and the life you want to create. Now you're wasting time with someone you don't really want, all for the convenience. And sometimes convenience feels good, right? It's not good. Yeah, you have your friends with benefits. You're still in need. At the same time, is it really benefits? Or you're just getting scraps? Some of you Stop getting stuck in friendship zone. Just don't. But you like the person, just don't. You can still be friends with them, that's what I'm saying. But don't get stuck in friendship zone, not communicating your entire thoughts and feelings. So if they don't feel the same way, at least you communicated it. But now, you move forward and you move on. Some of you are disappointed because things didn't go your way. And your spouse may have passed, you might have been divorced, you might have had a horrible breakup, like things didn't go as you wanted it to go or you planned it to go. The person didn't even show up at the altar. I don't know. There's some crazy stories that happens. So this disappointment, whatever it may be, small or big, because hurt is hurt. So, and sometimes you can go two ways. One way you can go is you create these super standards, like some supersonic standards where it's like, who are you trying to get for a mate? Superman? Or who are you trying to build from scratch? A robot? So people are just more like create standards, but it's really guards to push people away because they've been hurt from the past or disappointed because certain things did not go their way. So they're like, this is not going to happen to me again. So I'm going to make sure I have But now it's like, you might as well start building walls. They're really just walls, they're not even standards. So be mindful of the standards you have because sometimes they can be mask for guards. Another thing too is some of you have been disappointed to the point where your standards have been like low. How low can you go? Some of you can go to the dirt, all right? And so instead of creating this high, huge standards like some people to guard people or push people away, you don't even have any standards. You're just like, all women are the same, all men are the same, and you don't even hold them accountable for anything. You're just like, I'll be a side piece. I don't care, as long as I get my benefits. Again, are they benefits or really disgrace? It's like, why have you been single? Because really, they've been angry, and the anger, but it's really underneath all that, they've been hurt. And the issue with anger is sometimes it's so easy to say that we're angry or frustrated. But when you say you're hurt, it shows vulnerability. And no one wants to be vulnerable sometimes. And when you start forgiving the person or forgiving even yourself, maybe you ran out on your family. You know what I mean? Like people do some crazy stuff. At the same time, life goes on. So it's about forgiveness, forgiving yourself, forgiving what took place, and realizing like you don't deserve a life to be by yourself, all alone. Oh, this is my karma. Forgiveness goes a long way because when you start forgiving people and forgiving yourself, whatever that was trying to hold you hostage is no longer holding you. And there in it is freedom and release for you to move forward in your new stage. Will you find love? Who knows? The real question is, will you start loving yourself to the point where you actually want the best for yourself? You choose. Like some of you don't know what you want from what you need. Ask yourself. I know some people are like, well, I know my devices, and it comes to a point is, are you selecting these individuals, or is it your issues or pain selecting that? And people are like, what does that mean? It means more of so like, okay, you have daddy issues. So is it the daddy issues picking these individuals? Which is basically your pain, unresolved issues. And now they're choosing for you and what your future shall hold. So basically, again, your past is simply being brought into your future and creating the cycle. So besides the obvious, some of you are so young It's like you popped out the womb talking about all the single babies, all you single babies. Like, you're looking for the love of your life. And it's like, take your time to truly love yourself. So thank you for tuning into Single, Celibate, and Unemployed. And subscribe to